Hey, I'm Sara, a Paperform product expert, and in this video, I'm going to show you why Stepper beats Zapier when it comes to building simple workflows, like sending your Paperform responses to Google Sheets. Let's dive in. If you're new to automation tools, here's what you need to know. Both Stepper and Zapier are third-party connector tools. They utilize a software's API to pull and push data from one software to another. But what makes them different is the cost to do it is worlds apart. Zapier charges per task, so for today's example, every Paperform submission that gets sent to Google Sheets costs roughly 38 cents, whereas Stepper offers unlimited steps for one flat rate through their Pro tier. But here's where Stepper makes things easier. Stepper's AI native, which means instead of clicking through dozens of drop-down menus, you just tell the AI what you want in plain English and it builds it for you. You can literally say, send my Paperform responses to Google Sheets and format the numbers, and then just sit back and watch it happen. You guys know, I love a good relax. Plus, since Stepper is built by the Paperform team, the integration is seamless. And remember, when you build workflows in Stepper, you can also save them as reusable Stepper components and add them to any future workflows instantly, instead of having to manually rebuild the same logic over and over again like you do in Zapier. If you want to learn more about setting up Stepper components, check out this video right here. To get started, let's quickly map our questions to the Google Sheet columns and update the sharing settings to allow access. And just a quick note that right now, based on Google's parameters, you cannot automate this process whatsoever. So let's go ahead and log into Stepper and we'll build this workflow. Under Workflows, we want to click Create New Workflow. We can build this workflow manually or ask Stepper AI to do it for us. To speed up the process though, make sure to include the Google Sheets link in your ask. Now we'll click Continue with AI. The AI will complete the prompt by asking you a series of questions to finalize the workflow, such as logging into Paperform, logging into Google, and selecting the correct forms and triggers. We'll connect our Paperform account and select the form for it to pull from. Next, if you haven't connected Google to your Stepper account, you'll also be prompted to log in and allow access. Simply follow the instructions on the screen. Lastly, we'll select the preferred Google Sheet to send the data to. And we're done. After the workflow's been built, we want to check the Google Sheet to make sure that the test data went through. And we can also double check that by clicking manually run a test through the final step to make sure everything works properly. All that's left to do is smash that publish button and our Stepper workflow is complete. As you can see, Stepper AI got us 98% of the way building this workflow, and it only took about 3 minutes to build. So let's pop over to Zapier and compare the process. First, let's test Zapier's Copilot to see how far we can get with this AI builder. Okay, so I can see that steps have been partially added, but it looks like Zapier for some reason pulled a random form from Paperform instead of asking me which form I wanted in the trigger. It then, of course, failed to populate the answers in step 2 because it didn't match the initial form trigger, and now it's requiring me to redo the entire workflow manually. This is really infuriating, if I'm gonna be honest. So let's just start over from the beginning. We'll select the correct form as the trigger, and then we will add each question response to the correct column. After several minutes, we're finally ready to send a test and hit publish. This is probably one of the most annoying parts of Zapier though, is that even though they have an AI assistant, it's clearly not reliable. And if you're new to automation tools, each required step to this setup, I know from personal experience, can be very overwhelming. In total, building the Zap took me double the time due to the errors within the setup. Not to mention, this was just a simple workflow, and the thing that Zapier doesn't tell you is that complexity equals cost. In Zapier, if you need to add any logic, like only send completed forms or format this field differently, each condition burns another task. Your simple workflow just took double the time and just instantly got more expensive. The cool thing about Stepper is that it includes these features automatically as part of your workflow. No task inflation, no surprise bills. So look, Zapier isn't bad. I love Zapier. That's where I started. I have used it for years, but it's just been built for a different era of automation. Whereas Stepper was designed from the ground up for how teams actually work today, utilizing conversational AI that builds for you with reusable components and, of course, predictable pricing. And the proof is in the results. The Stepper workflow took me 3 clicks and 2 minutes to build. The same workflow in Zapier. Honestly, I'd rather just not talk about it or revisit what just happened. So if you're sending Paperform data to Google Sheets, try Stepper first. Your future self and your finance guy will thank you. Hey, ready to become a Stepper power user? Check out this playlist right here, and also join our Discord community for support, workshops, and more.